I'm David at Villas for Two in Abruzzo. Welcome to another ItalyVino, where today we're going to be taking a look at Italian white wine. And not just any old Italian white wine either, but some of the most popular Italian white wine that's available throughout the world. Now, there was a time when you would go into a restaurant or a bar or a pub, wherever you happen to live, and order simply a glass of dry white wine. And slowly, tastes became a little bit more sophisticated, and you began asking for a grape variety by name. The first, of course, a glass of Chardonnay. Became a bit more sophisticated still, a glass of California Chardonnay, or a glass of Australian Chardonnay, and then Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand or from Chile, until we came to what is the most popular white wine sold by the glass anywhere in the world today. It's called Pinot Grigio. It's grown everywhere in the world that grows wine. California, France, and of course here in Italy. We're also going to be trying the white wine of Rome. It's called Frascati. Anywhere you go in Rome to a restaurant, order a glass of house white, Frascati is what you'll get. Trouble is that with their popularity, as is so often the case, comes overproduction, and it's sadly all too easy to find a so-so bottle instead of a very good one. This Pinot Grigio is grown in the Veneto region of northeast Italy. Comes from a small local co-op, and right away we can see almost colourless, in fact, a very, very pale straw colour. A little bit of fruit on the nose. I was hoping, before we taste it, let's say what I am looking for here. Pinot Grigio, at its very best, can be quite a rich wine, still dry, but fruit-laden and quite powerful, quite rich. Full-bodied and yet dry. Its great appeal is that for a blazingly hot day like this, there will be a nice, refreshing acid cut to it and a floral bouquet. So, do I get a floral bouquet? Kind of. Well, that disappeared without trace, as the saying goes. This is, sadly, all too typical of the kind of Pinot Grigio that you will find on your supermarket shelves and in all too many restaurants and wine bars. It's perfectly fine. You're not going to die if you have a glass. You're not going to go blind because it's 100% industrial alcohol. It's made of the Pinot Grigio grape. It is competently made. It is neither sour nor thin, but it lacks really any sort of discernible character. Now, this cost a couple of euros in a local, off the shelf in a local supermarket here. By way of comparison, to give me a sort of yardstick to work from, before I tasted this, I bought a bottle of Pinot Grigio made in the Alto Adige region of Italy. That's in the far northeast of Italy, where they are producing some really, really excellent, cool climate, single variety wines. And the Pinot Grigio I tasted from Alto Adige was absolutely terrific. It was absolutely excellent in every degree, fruity, refreshing, dry, full. But it costs 13 euros a bottle. And there is the rub. Do you pay 13 euros a bottle for a great variety that is, with the best will in the world, pretty average? Or do you use that 13 euros to buy, for example, a bottle of Abruzzo Pecorino? There is an Abruzzo Pecorino called Ulisse that in the 2009, I think it was the 2009 or maybe 2010 International Wine Challenge in London, won the gold medal as the best white wine from all of Italy. Now that bottle, the best white wine in all of Italy, retails here in Abruzzo at 10 euros a bottle, which I would rather have. Or I would rather have a bottle of Greco di Tufo from Campania than pay 13 euros for a bottle of Pinot Grigio. If you are having a party, if you are having a barbecue, this Pinot Grigio will be fine. Like I say, it will disappear without trace. It is the 2010, which is good because the youngest available is invariably the best. It's 12%, so it's got a little bit of a bite to it. But if you're looking to put this away, forget about it. Buy it, drink it with. It will go well with, for example, Thai food, Southeast Asian food, Indian food even. It is a neutral wine which you can accompany with any kind of food you want. Drink it on its own and it will be absolutely fine. If you're looking for fine wine and wine that is a little bit special, this isn't it. Do you pay 13 euros a bottle or even more outside Italy? That has to be your call. Marks out of 10, I'd give this a 5. Average, and that's about all I can say for it. Let's take a look at the Frascati instead. Now Frascati, as I say, is the white wine of Rome. It comes from the Frascati area of Rome, which is to the southeast of Rome. Once upon a time it was in rolling, verdant, green hills, and now it's not that very far from a Ciampino airport in Rome that some of you might know. Once again, very, very pale. A good Frascati will be a sort of limpid gold in colour. Now, quite a nice citrusy bouquet I'm getting here, which is encouraging. This is once again the 2010 vintage, 12% proof. Let's give it a little air. Once again, drink young. This is Frascati Superiore. Don't let that fool you, Superiore, into thinking that you're getting a wine that is a little bit better than average. There is no Frascati ordinary. Every Frascati is Superiore. So this is again co-op wine from the Frascati area of Rome, made out of Trebbiano Malvasia Great Blend. And this is a lot better than the Pinot Grigio. It's got a nice acidic cut to it, and this isn't a bad wine at all. This is, as I say, damning with faint praise. It is so. This about the same price, and not a bad wine at all for a hot day. Nice, juicy, acidic cut. You're getting the Malvasia grape. You're getting the Trebbiano as well. It again is the kind of wine that you take off a shelf and you take it home and you drink it. There are better qualities of Frascati. There is a winery called Cantina Fontana that does excellent Frascatis. And of course, as you would expect, you pay for that privilege. But for an ordinary entry-level Frascati, you're really not going to get too much better than this. About the same price as the Pinot Grigio, but a much better wine indeed. The white wine, excuse me while I chase away a buzzing fly, a wine that you will find across Rome if you order the house white. And if something like this comes to your table, you will enjoy it. Once again, it won't stand up to very rich, dark meat dishes, but it'll hold its own perfectly well with anything else. And it's a good, honest wine. Nothing wrong with it at all. A good, everyday drinking Italian white wine. Much better for my money than the Pinot Grigio. I gave the Pinot Grigio 5. I'll give this 6.5. Not bad at all. Nice wine. I would happily drink this again. So, the end of part 1 of this little venture into Italian white wines. These two, as I say, some of the most popular throughout the entire world. Next time around we're going to be looking at a couple of other Italian white wines that are very good for summer drinking, that perhaps don't have quite as broad an audience as these two wines here. Are they better? We will see in the next issue of ItalyVino. For the time being, thanks again for joining us. We'll see you again very soon. But for now though, cheers and goodbye.